What's up, everybody? I'm here to talk to you today about climbing wall basics. So first thing, we have two basic components to a climbing wall. You got the wall itself and you've got the climbing holds. So to talk about the wall itself, it's pretty basic. What you've got is a 3/4 inch, or as you'll see it at Home Depot, is 23/32 inch plywood. You can use 1 inch if you want. And then basically all you do is you are giving the wood a bunch of metal threads, which are called T-nuts, right? So here is a T-nut, called that because it looks like a T in its profile, right? So you've got the barrel of the T-nut, so you've got kind of like a nut combined with a washer at the same time to hold it in. And then it's got these teeth in there to keep it from spinning, right? So what you do is you make your grid on your plywood and you drill your holes with your 7/16 bit, and then on the back side you hammer that T-nut in to where the teeth are fully set in there. You just want to make sure you hammer them nice and flush to where the barrel of the T-nut is pointing straight. You don't want it angled because then you're not going to be able to get a climbing hole bolted to it properly. So you've got your plywood with your metal threads in it. Now it's ready to accept a bolt, and you can bolt just about anything to it as long as you've got the right size threading. So if we talk about the climbing holds, all you do is you have several different types of climbing holds. You have a bolt-on climbing hold and you have a screw-on climbing hold, right? So these guys, this has a bolt hole and it also has a screw hole for a set screw to keep it from spinning, right? So you take this guy and you fasten it. I'll fasten it to the wall right here so you can see. Get it threaded, tighten it up. Common question that I get is how tight. So I get it pretty snug and then give it a good quarter or a half turn, and that's plenty. For most people this is not going to spin, but there is potential because of the shape of the hole being so long this way. If somebody stands on this side or they jump really hard, there's potential to spin it, right? So we have the set screw hole to prevent that from happening. So you just grab a deck screw, throw it in there with your drill, and you're good to go. Some climbing holds, like a sphere like this, it's going to be pretty hard to spin these guys. There's just nothing on the side to grab to turn it. So no set screw necessary, just bolt it on and you're good to go. So these climbing holds are good if you intend to change routes frequently, you know, like once a month or so, because all you gotta do is take it out and move it to another T-nut, and you're not making a bunch of new screw holes like you would with the screw-on hold. So this is something that you would use if you're gonna put the climbing holds up and leave them for the most part, right? So you use all those points, screw them into your panel, and then let the kids play or do your climbing or whatever. One thing I liked about screw-on holds is they're great for cinder block walls. So if you use masonry screws, you can put these guys about anywhere. So any cinder block wall, you drill your holes, put your masonry screws in, and now your cinder block wall is a climbing wall. So you can see those are exactly the same shape. One is bolt-on, one is a screw-on. That's all about that. So that's climbing wall basics, right? I forgot to talk about the material that different climbing holds are made of. So every climbing hold company uses a slightly different material, but these days they're all some type of polyurethane. That's a pretty hard plastic. Some people look at these and they think that they look like foam and they're going to be soft, but they're not. They're designed originally to replicate rocks for rock climbing. So that's why they have the texture that they have and the hardness that they have. Some companies make a plastic climbing hold that is more soft and flexible, especially if you heat it up. If you leave it in the sun for a little bit, it will become bendy and will conform to artificial rock climbing walls that are contoured and designed to mimic real outdoor cliffs. The climbing holds that I make for 3ballclimbing.com and 3ball.ninja are made of a very hard rock-like plastic. They all have flat backs, which are designed to be married to perfectly flat climbing walls. Okay, that's it. I'll see you later. If you guys have any questions about climbing wall basics, leave a comment and I will respond. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm out of here.